The phrase "no man is an island" expresses the idea that human beings do badly when isolated from others, and thus need to be part of a community in order to thrive. With this knowledge at the back of our minds, everyone tries to belong somewhere. Family is already a free gift. However, there are exceptions. What is then sought after is friendship. Most of us hope that when the lyrics of our favorite songs are forgotten by us, friends will be there to help us recall it. Because sometimes family members never get to know what our favorite stuffs are. So, our last resort are our friends, and that is just the irony of life. Bond is sometimes beyond blood. Friends are either found in neighborhoods, schools, or workplaces. And now that the world is a global village, friends can even be made online. They do not appear like abracadabra, and when it comes to friendship, it cuts across sex and age. A woman gets to have a male friend, vice versa, and talking about age, one can see a younger person befriending an older one because what matters the most is seeing something special and wanting it close to you, not minding all the factors such as sex and age. Relationships are what makes us social beings despite our varying personalities of being either introvert or extrovert. We just have to interact in order to have a society. Some people may say, "I don't keep friends," or "I'm a lone wolf." I don't do relationships. Oh, that's because everyone is entitled to his or her own opinion. But the way life happens, you would understand that even in the marketplace, at the mall and in church, at school and in the workplace, we make relationships. You do not necessarily have to walk up to someone and say, "Can we be friends?" before it can clearly be categorized as a relationship. No. Relationships are built at the slightest opportunity, such as good morning to a neighbor. I was inspired by your sermon to the preacher, and "Hello Jane, how are you today? Heard you were unwell yesterday." That's just it, because there is no way a society can survive without interaction. It is just like a desert without sand, a sea without water, and a car without an engine. I mean, how do you do that? How does a car move without the engine? But we are able to differentiate one relationship from another based on the levels they are. That is, we have what we all know as blood relationships. Then the friends, spouses, colleagues, neighbors, business partners, the list goes on. All these mentioned are in a relationship with us. Take it or leave it, that's just it. But the way we interact with our friends is different from how we interact with our business partners. That is why we are all in different categories, but all under the same umbrella called relationship. Friends at times come to us, but we are the ones to either make them stay or leave. And in turn, we also have a role to play in how long the relationship can last. Whatever has a head, they say, also has a tail. And that tail comes to play when those we've come a long way with choose to leave. The word "long way" doesn't always have to be the decades spent together. No, it is the memories and experiences shared that we would not exchange for even Midas' touch. We had always wished for something David had with Jonathan. It was a till death do us part kind of relationship, and we wish we had Ruths in our lives, as the Naomi that we are, but then they leave. Then we start playing the blame game. That hurts us over and over again because we feel like it's all our fault that they left. A radio presenter once shared her life experience of how she knelt down and cried, begging her boyfriend not to break up with her while in the university. His reasons for ending the relationship was as slippery as an eel. So, her grip on him loosened. There was also this young, hard-working man in church who met a female member and asked for a relationship. She refused his proposal because, according to her, he wasn't wealthy. To be turned down is really devastating because it tends to dim one's self-esteem, but guess what? She graduated, got a job, and got over him, but you know how fate works? The man came back, begging her to receive him back. And the other man who was turned down also graduated and got a job. got a job that uplifted his status. So don't worry, just be still and know that God is God. He's not a human being. He's not a human being to fail nor leave you. The stories shared of those two are stories that you may have experienced or heard, but all in all, they are strange happenings. Even fathers abandon their families, and you wonder why. The darkness of this world is the cause of all these. People claim to love you unconditionally, but when trying times come, they change. Love should be a constant. It should not be tossed by the winds of life. We can fall, but our love shouldn't. By the biblical principle of love, being patient and kind and long-suffering, you might be wondering if there's truly love. Yes, there is. The love of God, and it never fails. It is okay to cry when they leave, but remember, just as Job, you will be blessed 1,000-fold. But first, make your relationship right with God. To gain all the friends you ever wanted in this world and lose God is crystal vain. It is a vain thing. People will tell you how indispensable and irreplaceable you are, but just wait till you enter that black book, and they will show you the other side of the coin, the other side of their personality. People are not reliable, they are fallible. That is why we all must always create spacious rooms for forgiveness. You must learn to forgive. You must be willing to forgive. You must be willing to let go. Trust me. And they are just as irreplaceable as you are. We leave high school friends and end up making more friends in the university, but God cannot be replaced. So it is advisable you hold on firm to Him and watch as He blesses you. You deserve the very best, and God is the only best.